What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video guys, I have several news. The most important one is the news that we have a lawsuit, and this lawsuit is on the table for more than 1 month. And this lawsuit was filed against Greg McCabe, NBH Hydrocarbons, and even John Palikaras. And this means we have more information to discover. Unfortunately, for now, I don't know the result or even the preliminary results of this lawsuit, but I think I will find it out. Then I will continue with the most recent updates in regards to the West Christian space call, and I have to admit that we just became more loud, and I want to say huge shout out to Chris Rose. On top of that, I will give you an update of the timeless team transfer shares to AST and what obstacles does he have on this path. And at the end of this video, I will share my personal story. That is why watch this video till the very end, because it is very important for me personally. So let's start with this news, and I want to pay attention first of all to the Ralph Norman's letter, and I have to admit that we don't have any response from G.Gensler, and we know that the deadline was set by Ralph Norman and Pete Sessions on June 15th. And to this point, we don't have any results, any updates from G.Gensler. So, it is what it is. Let's take a look on other news. I want to pay attention to the MMTLP Resources website. Here you can see that we have two most recent news. First of all, West Christian space rescheduled. Let me show you this in details. The space with attorney West Christian has a rescheduled date of Monday, June 24th at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. West Christian has been working with Flamethrower and then Metamaterials and NextBridge regarding all of the counterfeit shares in MMTLP. Here he will be giving an update on their progress. And this article refers to the tweet that was published by Junk Savvy. Huge shout out to Junk Savvy because she scheduled this space call for the first time, I guess, a couple of weeks ago. But because of the extremely sophisticated West Christian schedule, she had to reschedule this space call. And for now, we have the exact date, and within just 6 days, we will see some results from West Christian and potentially from Flamethrower. So, the next news. The next news is very important because for now we just became more loud. And let me quote you this. Chris Rose speaks on MMTLP. Incoming West Virginia State Senator Chris Rose discusses MMTLP on Teamcast with Tim Pool. Rose has been a supporter of the MMTLP community since he was running for office. And here you can see the tweet that was published by G-Man. And he wrote, this is what integrity looks like. Thank you, Chris Rose. We have a duty to expose the fraud with counterfeit shares of MMTLP facilitated by G.Gensler, Ari, Rubinstein, FINRA, and SEC. Rule 6490 was violated. RICO and transparency is needed more than ever. And here you can see the video, part of the video, just less than 3 minutes long, where Chris Rose explains, and I have to admit that he explains all the details, all the dates by heart, and it is really impressive that this person knows a lot about our case. So, shout out to Chris, and huge shout out to Tim Pool, who hosted this interview. So, let me show you that this news is extremely popular among the retail community. We have a lot of mentions of this interview through X in regards to MMTLP. On top of that, if you take a look on Meta News Twitter account, you can see a lot of tweets, and I want to pay your attention to this one. Orogrande wrote this 4 hours ago. Replying to Chris Rose, I came, I saw, you conquered. Fantastic appearance, Mr. Rose on Teamcast. MMTLP shareholders love a man with integrity. You, sir, are that guy. I'm honored to make a second donation to your campaign. By the way, I'm from California. We are MMTLP, we aren't going away. So guys, and this is another example how people might benefit from the MMTLP case. Chris Ross is just a candidate for the Senate, and because of our case, because of the support of our case, definitely he will attract more attention to his person, and potentially it might help him to win this battle and to be a senator. And this means, guys, Donald Trump also can do the same, and he can do it even on a bigger scale if he helps to the retail community in general, and if he tries to solve all the problems of illegal activity, illegal naked shorting and other stuff that is happening right now on the US stock market. He will definitely attract more attention to his person, and he will definitely have more votes for him on November the 5th. On top of that, guys, let me show you this. Kristen Shaughnessy wrote this tweet, let me show you, just a couple of hours ago on June 17th. And she wrote, if it turns out that people are illegally short selling the stocks, the perpetrators need to be criminally prosecuted. Truth Social spokesman, June 16th. This fight is about stock settlement. How many shares did the company issue? How many shares did brokers allow to be sold? If more shares were sold than were issued, those are counterfeit shares. Will CEO Devin Nunes actually take this fight to the courts to get trade settlement and expose shorts? Or will he make a deal to let the shorts cover by offering more stock in DJT and in return get a lot of revenue for his company? Stock settlement is what stops the fraud. Allowing the shorts to cover in a prearranged trade does not. And guys, we know that Devin Nunes, he is the CEO of DJT, the company that is directly connected to Donald Trump. And we know that this company was also shorted back in late April and the beginning of May of this year, at least at these days. And we have very strong connections with our case as well, because let me show you the letter that was written by Devin Nunes on April 23rd of this year, and it was addressed to 4 chairmen of major committees of US House of Representatives. And right here we have an attachment of our letter that was signed by 74 members of Congress, and that was written by Ralph Normans and his office. Here is this letter. As you can see, it is a direct attachment to the Devin Nunes letter. That is why we have very close connections with our 2 cases, and that is why we have to keep an eye on DJT case as well. Because if and when Devin Nunes and Donald Trump solve this problem, we will have a huge support and huge breakthrough in our case as well. And I think in general, we will have a huge breakthrough for the entire retail community to fair and transparent markets. So let me show you another very important and interesting update. Roman Soups 3 hours ago wrote a couple of tweets, and he wrote this. Breaking news, another lawsuit, Peter Bartok versus Greg McCabe in Tarrant County, Texas. And he added this case number. Unfortunately, he doesn't have an access to Tarrant County, Texas, and neither do I. But let me show you some details. Here is the case of Peter Bartok versus Greg McCabe et al. And let me quote you who are the defendants. Alison Cristillo, Clifton DuBose, Clifton Jr. DuBose, Delvina Olkers, Eric Lasalle, Gabe McCabe, George Palikaras, Greg McCabe, John Harding, Joseph D. Woody, Ken Hanna, Ken Rice, Christine Whitley, Lucas T. Hawkins, Mia Pitts, Robert L. Cook, Steen Karsbo, and Next Bridge Hydrocarbons. So guys, I have to say that as you can see, this case was filed on May the 7th, and it was refreshed just 5 days ago on June 13th. Unfortunately, I don't have any access to these filings, and we have several updates in regards to this case. If you know any details, if you have an access to these filings, please drop me a line in the comment section and tell me please, what is this case about? So definitely it is another very interesting update, and we have to keep an eye on this news as well. So let me show you another quite interesting news. Just several days ago, some people from retail community said that Mark Basile hired several people in order to propel his point of view. The Phoenix tabloid wrote this: drama out of MMTLP minion community. Bunch of accusations flying this weekend that Roman Soups works for Mark Basile and Syntax Queen of the Metaverse is part of the Super Troopers. Guys, let me show you what did Mark Basile write in response to this. What another joke their new talking points are. I don't recruit anyone for that. Never had and never will, because that's not our operating procedure. What you are seeing is the blowback of filing lawsuits that give you actual discovery of the facts, not hyperbole, speculation or misdirection. As you can see, the amount of blowback has increased in all areas since the filing of the Florida action, and then my client's involvement in the class action. They know what's coming and they are trying to offload blame and liability off of them and distracting the community to continue their objectives in advance, whatever they are. They seem to also be trying to do damage control because some of them may be getting subpoenas that they will be required to answer. This may also be why they herded the community away from lawsuits from the very beginning. So guys, I think Mark Basile is 100% correct. He doesn't need any type of involvements of some community members in his saga, because he has a couple of lawsuits on the table, and he has an obligation to do whatever he can in order to help his clients, not more, not less. And I think all the rumors that are surrounding Mark Basile's name have the origination from the people who are trying to push our case down. And this is just my personal opinion. Time will tell who is right, but we shouldn't be divided by any means, and we have to unite in order to focus our efforts. So let me show you another quite interesting update. Timeless Team, and if you don't know who this person is, he is an MMTLP shareholder, and he had several limit orders with the status of too late to cancel, and one of these limit orders was at the price of $200,000, and according to E-Trade itself, this order should be executed because the status of this order was too late to cancel. But unfortunately, Timeless Team hasn't received any money for this trade, and for now he is trying to transfer his shares to AST, and he is trying to do it for quite a long period of time. First of all, he was assured by the support of E-Trade that this will be free for him, and it will be done within 3 to 5 business days. But for now, he is still in the process of this transfer, and let me quote you this latest information. Monday morning update, E-Trade compliant, correspondence received. This morning my account showed that my Saturday, June 15th compliant upload was received and now shows in the message center with a new 14-digit case number to keep track of, awaiting a reply. For your information, I included the E-Trade upload to your documents process screen requirements. No simple text document uploads wanted. Also, my MMTLP partial transfer request is still in progress after 17 days, and no phone callback as promised by an E-Trade manager from Thursday or last Tuesday. Since waiting has come to over 555 days now overall, I'm losing faith for a correct response. So guys, it is another evidence that broker-dealers are trying to stonewall any efforts of transferring MMTLP and NextBridge shares to AST. And in my opinion, it might lead us to the conclusion that E-Trade doesn't have these shares, and they're trying to kick this can down the road for as long as possible. And that is why, guys, we have to use timeless team case as well in our current and upcoming litigations. And if you want to know more about this case, please contact Timeless Team 12. His Twitter account is Timeless Team 12, and he will definitely give you all the information in regards to his transfer. And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.